Hello everyone, and welcome to this presentation on avoiding the possible misuses of generative AI. My name is Tasneem Jaumally, and I am the Managing Director at Honoris Educational Network. Today, we will explore how generative AI, while powerful and transformative, can be misused and what steps we can take to mitigate these risks. First, let's define generative AI. Generative AI refers to a subset of artificial intelligence technologies designed to create new content. This content can include text, images, audio, and more, all generated based on input data. For example, GPT-4 is a model that generates human-like text based on prompts, while DALL-E can create unique images from textual descriptions. These technologies use sophisticated machine learning algorithms to create outputs that frequently resemble human creations. Despite the impressive capabilities of generative AI, there are several potential misuses we need to be aware of. These include the spread of misinformation, fraudulent activities, and privacy concerns. Let's examine each of these in more detail. One of the major concerns with generative AI is its ability to create realistic yet false information. For instance, deepfake technology can generate videos that make it appear as though someone is saying or doing something they never actually did. This technology can be used to spread misinformation and manipulate public opinion. For example, deepfake videos have been used to create false statements from politicians like Barack Obama in 2018 or billionaires like Mark Zuckerberg in 2019, which can undermine trust and influence political or social outcomes. I want to highlight that even in Mauritius, in a state school, a teacher has been the victim of a deepfake as recent as March 2024, published by Defi Media. Generative AI can also facilitate fraudulent activities. With its ability to mimic human communication, AI-generated phishing emails can be incredibly convincing. These emails might appear to come from legitimate sources, tricking recipients into providing sensitive information or clicking on malicious links. Such fraud schemes can lead to financial losses and damage to personal and organizational reputations. A UK-based energy company was scammed using AI-generated voice technology. In this case, fraudsters used AI to mimic the voice of the company's CEO, successfully convincing a subordinate to transfer $220,000 to a fraudulent account. Why are we talking about it today relating to Gen Zs? It is because they are digital natives, highly familiar with and dependent on technology. This makes them more vulnerable to sophisticated scams that exploit advanced AI technologies. Another significant issue is privacy. Generative AI can scrape publicly available data to create detailed profiles of individuals. This can lead to privacy breaches, as sensitive information might be compiled and used without consent. For example, AI could analyze social media profiles to generate a comprehensive personal dataset, which could then be exploited for various malicious purposes. Gen Z, be cautious when entering company data into generative AI tools. You may not realize that this information is confidential and belongs to the company you work for. The company might not have a clear policy in place or even be aware that younger employees are inputting company data to generate outputs. The ethical implications of generative AI are profound, particularly when it comes to the reinforcement of biases present in the training data. If an AI model is trained on biased data, it can produce outputs that perpetuate these biases, leading to discriminatory practices. For instance, if an AI system is trained on biased hiring data, it might recommend candidates based on flawed criteria, reinforcing existing inequalities. While we are talking about generative AI and biasness, one question comes up. Is ChatGPT biased? And this is the answer generated by ChatGPT. It tells you itself that it is not free from biases and stereotypes. The model is skewed towards Western views and works best in English. As users of this AI, we must practice caution with the output. To address these issues, several preventive measures can be implemented. Regulations such as the General Data Protection Regulation, GDPR, set guidelines for data privacy and protection. Education is also crucial. Training individuals and organizations on the ethical use of AI helps in recognizing and mitigating misuse. Additionally, technology safeguards like content moderation tools and AI verification mechanisms can help in detecting and preventing inappropriate uses of generative AI. Current regulations like GDPR in Europe provide a framework for protecting data privacy and ensuring that AI applications are used responsibly. But the relevant ministries and regulatory bodies should work on a local framework. This will protect citizens' rights and ensure new technologies like Gen AI are used responsibly. Best practices for the ethical use of generative AI include maintaining transparency about AI capabilities and limitations, ensuring accountability for AI-generated content, and regularly auditing AI systems for compliance with ethical standards. So, what do I say to the Gen Zs? Thoroughly evaluate AI tools. Do not immediately trust flashy AI applications. You must examine any AI-powered tools you consider using. Prioritize tools designed ethically. Incorporate diverse perspectives and inputs. Avoid overdependence on AI systems as the sole source of data and truth. Actively counter algorithmic bias by incorporating diverse sources of information. You need to critically analyze and not passively accept AI outputs. Promote digital literacy and critical thinking. Build awareness about AI limitations and bias. As we have seen, Gen AI can be biased. So we need to foster digital literacy skills for questioning and fact-checking AI systems. And this should start from school. Gen Z students, they all need to develop a culture of critical thinking, where they constructively push back on AI recommendations instead of blindly following them. In conclusion, while generative AI offers remarkable capabilities, it also presents risks that must be managed carefully. To avoid misuse, I recommend staying informed about AI developments, implementing best practices for ethical AI use, and promoting ongoing training within organizations. Thank you for your attention. I'd now like to open the floor to any questions you may have.